Hello, everybody. This is Mike Caldwell. I'm from the Powerhouse Freedom Center, and I've been trying to get back to you guys for a little over a year now. But all is well now. Um, I'm here with new content finally. Mainly, we want to talk about the veterans that I've been working with for the last 5 years. Some of them had some extraordinary stories. We've lost a few of them. God rest their soul. They moved on. We were able to get, some benefits for them, things like that taken care of. But again, welcome to the Powerhouse Freedom Center podcast here. We're basically going to try to bring you up to speed on what we've been doing and what we've been trying to accomplish and give you more information on who we are, what we're about, and why we do what we do. First off, my background is Air Force. I served a total of 39 years, 2 months, and 11 days. So I feel I have a little bit of legal standing here on telling you a little bit about these veterans and what they go through on a daily basis, trying to get benefits for themselves and their families, what they can and can't do, when and when they can't do it, how they can and cannot go about getting it done. I must say it has been an uphill battle, but I think we're winning the war. We may not win every battle, but I can say we're winning the war. So again, hats off to the people that have helped us get to where we are today and help us continue to move forward. Thus, I felt it was time we need to go live and let you guys know just exactly what we have been dealing with. Without further ado, I'll give you some of the names of some of the veterans that I have, like I said, been working with for the last 4 or 5 years. Some of them are pretty tough to talk about, but I'll talk about the ones that have already passed. One favorite friend of mine was Richard Duchesneau. I learned about Richard as a vet back in 2010 through a family member of his. And a death of mine brought us together. Richard was a dog trainer at Kelly in 1969 to 75, and he trained the dogs to go to war. And he basically, they called them soldiers. He trained them to go there. He was a good soldier. Did that for 4 years. Got out, and he settled here in Texas. Stayed here. He was from Australia. Came back, stayed here in Texas. Richard was very much loved by his family and friends. Me to be included in that. I felt like he was a special person for me. He took care of things that I needed. I was able to help him get himself situated. And unfortunately, Richard lost his battle with cancer in 2016. God rest him. And then again, appreciate Richard Duchesneau. He was a staff sergeant in the United States Air Force from 69 to 74. The second person I want to talk about is Alfonso Oliveras. I just met him less than a year ago. Alfonso was brought to me through another friend. I met Alfonso in the hospital. Family was telling me he had some major issues, which he did. I was able to meet him. I did get some video of him. Pardon me looking down. Look at my notes. But Alfonso served in the Army for 20 plus years. He suffered from PTSD. He had witnessed a colleague of his in the hospital ranks. He was a med tech. The person he saw was a friend of his was decapitated in front of him in the clinic there. It left him shook, obviously. He never recovered from what he saw. He never told anybody what he saw. So his family never understood why he was acting out all the time. So, of course, when I met Alfonso, he was in the hospital on his last leg. I videotaped him and we had a conversation. He barely talked. He was intubated. but he was able to let me know what had happened in his words. I was able to explain it to his wife, who was shocked to find out what he had been holding in, which again is the purpose for some of this video, is to let you guys know what these guys and gals suffer with that they cannot talk about because of whatever reason they choose not to. They don't. And as you find out, as you're going to find out from one of the vets that I have a video ready to go, queued up, he's got a story to tell you. And some of these stories are rough. So that's why I said we're not set for children. So we won't be allowing children on to view these videos. But we are definitely going to put them out there to let you know. But Alfonso did unfortunately pass this past year. Left behind his wife, two children, 3 grandkids from his daughter, who passed away also before he did. And it's been a sad year for that family, the Oliveras family. So remember them. My other vets that I've worked with in the past, one of my fun guys, favorite guys, is Vicente Garcia. Now here's a character. Vicente Garcia hailed from San Antonio, Texas. He was part of the Army for about 3.5, 4 years service. He served in Vietnam, and he was a sniper. His story is very unique, only because he's one of the few people that ever have went, now get this, AWOL. And that's not uncommon that people did that, but he was a character. He was AWOL for 63 days. Not at one time, many times. And you'll want to know why you're saying that, or what makes him any good. Well, it's the fact that he was AWOL for 63 times. He was dishonorably discharged and sent home as you would expect him to be. But under the UCMJ, which is our laws for the military, he should have been court-martialed the first time he was AWOL, as well as, dropped up rank and everything. But that didn't happen. So when I got word of what happened to Vicente Garcia back in 2015, I immediately looked at his paperwork and saw that was going on, and I asked what happened. Well, he explained to me he'd been in Germany at the time with his platoon, with his group. They got an altercation. He got caught up from behind, knife cut from the front of his chest all the way around to the rear of his right side shoulder blade, almost cutting him in half. They got him back home to the States after they sewed him up. 2 weeks later, they put him out of service for, not being able to conform to Army standards, as was told him. But of course, his DD-214 showed different. So we questioned that, why they dishonorably discharged him, thus he got no benefits. And I asked the question, did he have a lawyer present when they put him out? Did he have a question why they didn't court-martial him the first time? Not the 62nd or the 63rd time he was AWOL. So what we did was I went and decided we need to try to fix this problem. So in doing so, we filled out, you probably can't tell, this form here, and requested a change of his paperwork. Well, without further ado, I will let you know that it did, in fact, of course, this is going to be backwards, from the Army, was overturned. He was given a honorable discharge, first time that I ever understood it ever happened, and he received all his back pay for disability. He got 80% rating. He had money for back pay, and he put up a fund for his children. And unfortunately, COVID caught him this past couple year ago, 2 years ago, and he passed on. But that did not deter my fight to continue now that I know this is a viable way to go and we can get this stuff taken care of and overturned. So I and my little brain decided, well, I'm going to keep pushing. I ran into a vet now called, named Ralph Gruner. Ralph, if you're out there, God bless you, boss. Ralph and I were a member of a church here in town. And Ralph was a rough little character, but he's a good guy. He too had some serious issues, PTSD, as all of my guys did and do. But Ralph was a good guy. He's still here. I still work with him. I still hear from him. Another cat here was Mike Woods from Dallas, Texas. He also served in the Army. He too had some run-ins with the law in the service, but we again were able to get in the middle of it and help things get fixed. He went from a 20% to a 70% based on some records that we were able to obtain and get his stuff straight and get him fixed. I say all that to say this, that these veterans suffer needlessly because they don't believe they deserve anything. My goal here at the Powerhouse Freedom Center is to let these guys and gals know, because women serve too, obviously. We don't talk about it, but they have. Not many of them report and go get the necessary things they need. But that's why I'm here, to find these guys and gals, to let them know you are welcomed home. You are a viable part of society. You just need to let the world know who you are. So I've taken on, as I said, as a challenge to my own self to go and find these people and let them know what their rights are and help them get back on their feet. Through the Powerhouse Freedom Center, we've been able to help at least 65 veterans so far get their benefits straightened out by going through the system, showing them how to properly submit their form, the paperwork, as well as the timelines that are so prevalent in these situations, which causes these guys to miss so much because of the timeline. But thank God we've been able to straighten it out and get it done better. What else to tell you? It's just the love of veterans that I do what I do. Again, I serve. I'm 100%. I'm also unemployable based on all my ailments that I have. I don't have time to name them all out. I just know I'm on the mend. I'm still working on things, still trying to get it done. But that didn't mean I can come in and just sit on my laurels and say, okay, I got mine, you get yours, or you figure it out. But there's too many of our guys and gals dying out here needlessly. I witnessed in 2019 a fellow veteran shoot himself in the clinic in Austin. I was about 40 feet from him, and I could hear the argument he was having and the questions he was having, and he was done. He was done, meaning he was tired. He just wasn't going to do it anymore, and that's what happens. As of the day of this taping, I received another phone call today of another vet and wife, both served. He also is a sniper. He's 23 years old, 2 kids, and a wife who had unfortunately been raped prior to them married and serving. So they both suffer with that. So that's a new family that I've taken on. And this week I'll meet with them and see what we can do by getting their benefits straight and get their stuff straight and hopefully get better taken care of. So you see, we go from one end of the gamut to the other one. But as long as God opens the door, I walk in all of them. I just hope that what you guys see as we go forward, the videos, these are going to be live videos of these guys telling their stories as they understand them and as they witnessed and dealt with it. So again, thank you for your time. This may not be professional now because I'm just starting, but I'm sure in time we will get better. So just hang in there with me. Again, this is Michael Caldwell of the Powerhouse Freedom Center. You can write to us at michaelcaldwell3438@gmail.com. Michael Caldwell 3438@gmail.com. And I will respond, as well as if there's any question you have, let us know, or how we can help you Start your benefits, restart your benefits, figure out if you qualify for benefits. More than likely you do. If you had a parent that's passed on, let me know anyway. We will try everything, because if their benefits due you, we're gonna figure out how to get it. There's no reason why they suffered, went in 100%, come out less than 100%, and can't get anything to support themselves with. That's what we're here to change. So nothing's impossible if we believe. We just want to have faith, stand together, and I believe we can get this all done. So once again, I appreciate your time. Any comments, questions, look at the description box below. You'll see more information about what we've done and what we're doing. My email address is in there. Again, thank you for your time and patience. God bless you all. Amen. Bye.